All right, so I'm filling in for Trust today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a warp shake. Note that this isn't 100% a serious tutorial, as you will see.
Joe, I have told you numerous times to switch to AE, but you insist on using this caveman era software. I just don't get it.
You know what, Donald? That would actually damage my ego if I hadn't already known that you downloaded that 500 gigabyte editor preset pack off of a certain Discord server.
Now, Joe, you know that isn't true. And even if it was, I was simply just copying the values and learning from it. You're just mad that no one ever makes anything for this fossilized editing program.
Okay, Sunny D looking motherfucker, can you just shut up already?
Joe, could you possibly teach me how to do that warp shake you had on the starting clips? It looked nice, and I was wanting to try and make something similar.
Why in the hell would you want to make something similar to this garbage? Maybe you should check my recent Obama. You will see some real skills.
I did check your recent and, well, it was nothing but edgy shakes to a Pink Panther song. I mean, they weren't bad, but still.
All right, I guess I can teach you how to do the warp shake, Obama. Let me just get everything set and ready.
3 hours later.
We're going to do a simple scale in. Starting from your first frame, you want to go 5 frames forward and set your next keyframe. Just zoom this in a little. Now you go to the end and zoom in a bit more, but not by much.
Wow, Sleepy Joe, I think I've seen more movement in a snail that is super glued to the pavement.
No one asked for your opinion, you Tide detergent-looking motherfucker.
Do you guys ever stop arguing? We literally do this every time we call.
Nothing will stop me from speaking the truth, Obama.
Only thing true is that you were 3rd president to be impeached while in office. Anyway, that aside, you want to grab this TV simulator and animate the line sync like I do.
Blah, blah, blah. No one cares. This is a stupid effect, Sleepy Joe.
Donald, can you stop hating for 5 minutes? I mean, geez, I won't be able to improve and get into editing groups if Joe doesn't help me here.
You know what? Fine. Fine, Obama. I will leave the call for a while. I need to work on stealing some presets. Improving in areas where it is needed anyway.
God, I thought he would never leave. Anyway, did you see that I set the first keyframe on that line sync to a fast fade, Obama?
Oh, wow. I didn't catch that, but thanks for reminding me, Joe.
It's all good, man. Anyway, it's time to move on to the shakes and stuff. Make sure you follow along, all right?
Joe, I can't see your settings right now.
What do you mean you can't see them?
It has a black picture on it that says blocked by the NSA. Do you know anything about that?
Huh, that's interesting. Well, anyway, it was just a simple tilt shake. I'm sure you can make something similar. Let's move on to the next shake we will be adding to this clip. This time we will be using a shake from S-Shake. Just follow along and copy my settings that you see.
Joe, these settings are showing up, but the others weren't. I don't really know what's going on right now.
I don't either half the time, but just bear with me here, Obama. All right, now I will give you some time to look at these settings and copy them. For viewers watching, just pause the video where you think you need to. There is no way in hell I am sitting here reading all that. Now you're going to want to animate the amount on this shake like I do. I suggest setting the amount a little higher than usual for the best effect.
Joe, this is quite a beefy shake. Are you sure this will look nice?
Yes, Obama, you just have to trust in the process. All right, we're almost done now. We just need to add one more effect, and that is Distort Chroma.
I never really used Distort Chroma. Is it a good plugin for me to consider?
Anyway, you are going to want to mess with the blur lens settings.
Wow,
you can
and he
turn it
ignores
up
me.
or slide it to negatives. It's all up to you. Now we're going to animate the amount for this effect. You want to set your second keyframe on this between 5 to 6 frames or whatever is your preference. Make sure to use a fast fade on your first keyframe. It just makes things better, okay?
Holy hell, Joe is still torturing you with these lessons, Obama?
Oh dear God, he is back in the call again.
Actually, Donald, I have learned some new things, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, what were you doing while we were here in call?
Well, Obama, I was off actually doing editor-related stuff, like trying out for groups and making new presets that are 100% mine and no one else's. I wasn't watching the Crypt Keeper try and teach you warp shakes on an ancient civilization software.
Okay, Donald, shut up. So Obama, I added some slight adjustments to the last 2 effects we used. This isn't something major, but it does make it a little better.
Thanks for showing me all of this, Joe. It really does help. Also, is that all we had to do for this, or is there more?
Nah, we have done all that we can to get the initial shake done. You can test effects and other things to your liking, but it isn't something I need to show.
Jesus Christ, finally. The Crypt Keeper isn't going to torture us with haunting visions of SVP effects.
Thanks again, Joe. I'm going to hop off and go try some new things now. You really are a lifesaver, man.
Fuck you, Joe. I hope your Vegas crashes.
What the actual fuck? There is no way.